In the heart of the small, sunlit park nestled among the bustling city streets, the air was alive with the raucous laughter and cheerful shouts of children dancing around a clown juggling brightly colored balloons. It was Saturday, and every child in the neighborhood, clad in their weekend best, had gathered for Mia's 7th birthday celebration. The sky was a brilliant azure. Barely a cloud in sight, providing a perfect backdrop for the vibrant balloons, reds, blues, greens, and yellows, that seemed to capture bits of the sunshine in their smooth, rubbery surface. The clown, with a knack for twisting and turning those balloons into shapes that defied imagination, had all the children spellbound. He crafted swords for the boys, crowns for the girls, and for Mia, a special unicorn, complete with a spiraled horn. Once each child had their balloon creation, the real fun began. Mia, holding tightly to her unicorn, let the soft grass, her friends in tow. The air was constantly pierced by the squeals of delighted laughter and the occasional pop of a balloon meeting its untimely end, only to be replaced by a new creation, twisted into existence by the smiling clown. Among the frolicking kids, little Tommy and Sarah found themselves in a playful duel, their balloon swords clashing with each burst of laughter. Every parry and thrust brought them closer not just to giggling victory but to a friendship that was being woven tighter with each shared joke and smile. As the sun began to dip, casting long shadows over the park, parents gathered their joyful, slightly tired children. Hugs were exchanged, and balloons were carefully carried home. With simple joys and magical moments. In the days that followed, those balloons might deflate, but the memories, like the vivid colors of their play, would remain bright and cherished. Title: The Magic of Mistakes *. Once upon a time in a small, bustling town named Willowbrook, there was a special school known simply as Kids Love. It wasn't famous for its tall buildings or fancy playgrounds, but it was unique for its belief in the magic of mistakes. Jamie, a bright-eyed 7-year-old, stepped into Kids Learn on an autumn morning. He carried a backpack full of crisp notebooks and a heart full of eagerness. However, little secret, he was terrified of making mistakes. He worried that his mistakes would make him appear less clever in front of his friends and teachers. The first challenge came in Mrs. Lee's art class. The task was to paint a tree, but Jamie accidentally knocked over a container of blue paint, splattered his almost perfect tree with unexpected blue dots. Almost immediately, tears welled up in his eyes. But Mrs. Lee, with a gentle smile, pointed out, "Look, Jamie, your tree now has a unique pattern. It's like cherry blossoms in spring but blue. Why don't we call it a magic mistake?" Jamie, sniffy, back tears, peered at his painting. It wasn't ruined, it was different, and beautifully so. Throughout the year, Jamie learned that Kids Learn as not just a name but a belief. Each class, from science experiments gone awry to misspelled words and spelling bee contests, was designed to show that errors were not dead ends but paths to discovery. By the end of the school year, Jamie wasn't just a bundle of nerves afraid to get things wrong. As a confident explorer, learning voraciously through missteps and blunders. With every mistake, the children at Kids Learn didn't just fill out their notebooks. They expanded their horizons, embraced creativity, and most importantly, unlocked the magic of learning. One beautiful mistake at a time.
In the small, sunny town of Maplewood, the local library stood as a beacon of knowledge and joy. Every summer, the library hosted the much-anticipated Kids Learn program, designed to blend fun with education and bring the community together. This summer, Mrs. Elsie, the librarian, decided to theme the program, Joo-rney Through the Jungle. She transformed the reading room into a jungle filled with plush green vines, cardboard trees, and animals hidden in nooks. The child Ren, ranging from 5 to 12, were divided into teams named after various jungle creatures. The first task was a scavenger hunt. Each team was given riddles that guided them through various sections of books, from mysteries and sciences to fairy tales and history. As the children solved each riddle, they were no just hunting for the next clue but also stumbling upon fascinating facts about the world. For example, Team Tiger learned about the water cycle while searching for a clue near a display of rainforest books, whereas Team Snake discovered the story of the first moon landing, tucked away in the space exploration section. In addition to reading, there was a storytelling corner where children listened to tales from different cultures, encouraging respect and understanding of various traditions around the world. As the week progressed, friendships blossomed among the teams. They learned the importance of teamwork, communication, empathy by working together. On the final day, parents were invited to see what their children had learned. Each team performed a skit or shared stories about their adventures. Mrs. Elsie, looking around at the excited, chattering groups, felt a warm glow of satisfaction. The Kids Learn program had not only read a love of reading and learning in the children but also taught them valuable life skills, proving once again that learning can be a thrilling adventure.
Title: The Lemonade Stand On a sunny Sunday morning, Emma, aged 8, and her brother, Theo, aged 10, decided to start a lemonade stand right outside their suburban home. It wasn't just to fill their piggy banks. Emma had recently learned about charity and helping others in school, and she was eager to put her lessons into practice. "Let's donate the money we earn to the local animal shelter," Emma suggested enthusiastically, remembering class visit to the shelter. "That's a cool idea," Theo agreed. As he pulled out a worn-out chalkboard to scribble their prices on, they decided 50 cents a cup was fair. Setting up their stand with a colorful banner and cups, they started squeezing lemons with all their might. Their mom contributed a big bag of sugar and a pitcher, while their dad brought out a table and a pair of chairs. Family teamwork in full swing. As the first customer trickled in, drawn by the kids' giggles and signs, the children's confidence bloomed. They learned to greet customers with a smile, explain where their earnings were going, and even handle a few not-so-friendly comments about their kid-made lemonade. Around noon, a surprise visitor stopped by their school teacher, Mrs. Foster, along with her pet dog. They chatted about the shelter and the importance of community help. "You kids are making a big difference just by doing something small," she said, stirring pride in Emma and Theo. By sunset, Emma and Theo counted their earnings. They had raised $67. More importantly, they had learned the power of initiating change, the essence of customer service, and the joy of teamwork. The next day at school, Emma couldn't wait to share their success story, filled with newfound knowledge and the sweet taste of lemonade on her tongue. Title: The Garden Lesson. In the quaint town of Greenwood, nestled between whispering woods and sunlit plains, the Greenwood Elementary School stood as a beacon of learning and wonder. Among its many lively spaces, the school's garden was the liveliest, teeming not just with plants but with bustling, eager kids during the Kids Learn program. Why Friday afternoon, Ms. Lilly, a teacher with eyes as bright as her name suggested and a love for nature as deep as the roots of the oldest oak, led the program. She believed at the best lessons were those learned through hands-on experience. This Friday was special. It was Earth Day, and the lesson was about the importance of bees in the ecosystem. The garden was abuzz, quite literally, with the soft drone of bees hard at work. "Why do we have flowers around the vegetables?" asked little Emma,
her hands deep in the soil. Planting marigolds, they help each other grow, piped up Sam, who had been paying close attention to Ms. Lily's lessons. That's right, Sam, they're called companion plants. And do you know who helps them the most? Ms. Lily smiled, encouraging further curiosity. The bees, chorused the children, excited. Yes, bees pollinate the plants, helping our garden bloom. Without them, we'd have fewer apples, cherries, and many other fruits and vegetables, explained Ms. Lily, handing out magnifying glasses. Let's observe them. Safely, the children tiptoed around, watching bees flutter from flower to flower, their tiny bodies dusted with pollen. Their amazement was palpable. Each tiny discovery met WITH wide-eyed wonder. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in strokes of orange and pink, the day's lesson settled in the young minds. Not just in their understanding of bees and plants, but in respecting and valuing the smallest creatures and their role in our world. Through dirt-stained hands and innocent eyes, the future stewards of nature learned a vital lesson. Every little bit of life matters, a lesson imparted not just through words, but through the living, breathing classroom of Ms. Lily's garden.